How's it going,
Finally.
everybody?
Yeah,
Hi.
sorry for the delay. My computer would not stop updating.
Was it
I don't
so
know
it
why.
was more than one update? Or it just took forever?
I don't know. It was like all in the background, where like
Gotcha.
the screen is just kind of blue and it just has like some text that says like, we're performing some updates.
Sure.
With the percentage thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. And then I loaded up and said like Windows 10 Creator update or something, which I don't know what that means. Maybe that's the new Windows.
I think that's one of the big updates. I know there was one that went through that changed the name of like the Windows Store to Microsoft Store or something like that.
Cool.
There's some other changes that's supposed to come with it.
Yeah, like they pinned the Mail app to my taskbar. That was one of the changes they added.
Nice.
So I had to unpin that because
Yeah.
what are you doing? Mail clients? Are you kidding me? It's 2017.
I'm sure someone's still using Outlook.
You're right, and it's my mom.
I mean, I use Outlook because I have 5 different accounts I have to look after.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
I just use the Gmail web thing.
I mean, they're not all Gmail, though.
Gmail.com.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, okay. You and my
It's a
mom.
pain.
There you go.
It's a pain. I fucking hate email, man. I hate it so much.
Yeah, email. You know what it's better than? It's better than voicemail.
You are right. I would rather somebody just send me a quick text.
Oh yeah. I don't even have voicemail on my phone.
Yeah.
And so many times people are like, yeah, I was looking for you. I would have left a message. And it's like, good. I'm glad you cannot.
Yeah.
Those things are always the worst. Having to like put your password in or whatever. Anyway, old curmudgeon cast.
Yeah.
So we got here.
Indeed.
Let's go back to something good. What's your favorite sushi?
None.
None? You don't like sushi?
John doesn't
I
like
hate
seafood.
sushi.
What? Oh man, sushi's so good. I know Paul's a sushi fan.
It really sucks because Reese is a huge sushi fan,
She
and
loves
I'm
sushi.
not even remotely. So
Yep.
it's just like big struggle trying to find somewhere we both like to go to eat.
Is there no fish that you like?
Salmon.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, okay,
So I'm
that's
big into
fair.
salmon too, and like all the sushi I get is usually salmon.
I don't like sushi though.
But you like salmon? What's the
Yeah.
part of sushi you don't like? You don't like
The
rice?
raw part.
Yeah, I think he likes cooked salmon, he means.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean you can get cooked sushi. Like they do make ones
That's
that have
not
been like.
sushi though.
No, I mean no. They have like deep fried sushi and stuff where there is like.
yeah, but that's like
fried
yakitori and stuff.
Yeah,
At that
I'm-
point, it's not sushi.
I'm with John on this one. Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
you can go to a sushi place and you'll still get it.
Yeah, but like the literal definition of sushi is uncooked.
Sure. I don't know. Well. Yeah. Okay. That's a bummer. Sushi's super good. Paul.
I tend to like maki rolls more than anything. So the thing is here in Alberta, a lot of seafood we get is not fresh because it has to travel
Obviously.
here.
Yeah, you're landlocked.
So I like the sushi
I mean, you could
roll.
get it fresh, but I don't think you want that.
It's very expensive to get like the freshest type of seafood you can here. So that being the case, I usually go for stuff that has a focus on veggies and like sauces because the fish kind of has that fishy taste, like that really like this obviously was on a truck for a day or two taste.
Okay.
And that's kind of
All right.
gross. So in that case, I usually just get like a lot of places here will do like a special roll of some sort. So depending where you go, you just usually get that and it's usually pretty tasty. But the just like actual like sashimi cuts of fish, like that's not generally great here in Alberta, which is unfortunate because I love that stuff. But anytime I go to a coastal city, I will eat the shit out of like all the sushi they have. But
Yeah, I like never get a veggie one. I find it's like a waste. It's almost like going to a
Yeah.
restaurant and then getting and picking. Oh, I only want salad.
I think
what I
the
mean?
waste is California rolls. I just don't understand going to a sushi place and eating California rolls, but because that's like the roll you can get like literally everywhere that has any quote unquote sushi.
Right.
including gas stations.
I'm not a big crab fan, so I don't like anything with crab, and it's unfortunate because the
like the fake crab that they use for that stuff too. Yeah,
the closest grocery store to me, all the sushi they have is all crab based, which is a bummer.
Sure. So it's the easiest stuff to make and to keep.
for
basically.
sure. Yeah,
But it's the Safeways around here, they'll make tons of different kinds of sushi, and I actually really like Safeway's sushi.
okay.
But,
yeah, the Superstore here does the same. It's the same type of thing.
Yeah,
They make it there when you order it, so you can and then package it for you to buy.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I said, salmon. I usually get anything with salmon in it.
Yep, salmon's good.
And avocado is super good. So salmon, avocado, usually something.
Red snapper
my favorite
delicious.
place that I'm getting. I'm getting salmon. I'm getting sushi from after the show. They actually do a mango roll that has mango and salmon and avocado, and it's super good.
Yeah,
probably like my favorite one.
I like some barbecue eel. Mainly that sauce that they use for barbecue eel is delicious.
I think that's actually the main reason I don't like sushi, and that I don't like Asian sauces.
Okay, that's fair.
So here's the thing: every time I'll go with Reese, and then we'll be like, okay, I'm gonna get
and then you'll just be like, no.
I'll get all right, I'll get cucumber roll, avocado roll. So I'll get some rolls, just non-sushi ones, but then I'll be like, all right, chicken teriyaki, chicken yakitori, stuff like that. But I don't like the sauce that they bring. I've never liked it because it's usually plum sauce, right?
No,
for soy sauce. For teriyaki?
Or, sorry, soy sauce. Sorry, soy sauce.
Oh, soy sauce. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big soy sauce fan.
I'm not.
I usually just eat it dry.
But even the stuff that they'll cook it in, I just don't like the flavor of it. It's just something completely disagrees with me.
Okay.
But what's the green stuff?
Wasabi.
Yeah, do you like wasabi?
God no, my stomach couldn't handle wasabi.
Oh, I like wasabi.
I like a little bit.
I used to love spicy stuff, but then I had too much of it in a row. I started pushing my luck, and then just started getting sick from it.
Okay, yeah, I love spicy stuff.
Wasabi peas are delicious. Those are so good.
The Safeway, they have a spicy sauce that they put on some of their rolls, and I always ask, can I just have a side of that? Because I always want to dip it in. It's this orange kind of sauce. Spicier the better. I love it.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, sushi's good.
Speaking of saucy, Top Down Perspective is the name of this podcast.
Yeah.
And it is September 22nd, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
John's here, Paul's here, I'm here.
Yeah.
So we're all it's going to be a good time.
You know it's going to be a good time.
Yep.
Hope you got the memo about how good a time this is going to be.
I did not.
Oh, well.
I hate to tell you that, but
God damn it.
CC'd you on it.
Yeah, John's
which email did you send it to? I'll check my Outlook right now.
Yeah, all those emails, and you still don't get them.
God damn it, I didn't push the send/receive button. God damn it.
Man. Jeez, do you remember those? That was so dumb.
Yeah, I use it every day. Specifically at work.
Yeah, I had to use it at work too. It's a very
those
common
are still
thing for
in
offices.
Place. The thing is just not smart enough to check every minute or whatever.
I mean, I believe you can just set it to auto refresh. Most people do that.
Yeah, it does. Where I work has this weird firewall thing that every now and then it'll just kind of disable from inactivity or something because it won't read that there's something going on, so I'll have to re-sign in over and over. It's fucking terrible. Absolutely. Oh, I just hate it. I hate it so fucking much. Anyways, yeah. We should just move on.
Okay, well.
I'm just looking at what we've been playing here, and there's one obvious one.
There's one common denominator there, yeah.
Really? Yeah. I haven't looked at it.
Yeah. I mean...
Okay.
Well,
let's start. Let's just... John, why don't you start? You got the weird list.
Yeah. Of course, I somehow have the weird list.
The weird list.
Wait, hang on. Were you excited for the common denominator or the odd one out?
No, we should do the odd one out, probably.
Okay.
Right?
Anyway, John, go ahead. What are you playing this week?
All right. So, which am I starting with? I need
whatever you want.
Yeah. All right. I played Super Mario 64 online.
Okay. I think that's the weird one.
Yeah. Sure.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone hacked Mario 64 to support 24-player online multiplayer. So I streamed it. I played it a bunch
understand
offline, and I streamed it on Wednesday.
Nintendo dropped the hammer.
Yeah, his Patreon straight up mentioned numerous times Mario 64. Basically, it was like attached that it was very clear he was getting money for that. So he got DMCA'd to hell.
I feel like even if he wasn't getting money for it, Nintendo still would have dropped the hammer.
Nintendo would have dropped the hammer on the mod, but like he was getting too much attention, basically. Not necessarily his fault. He got all the press circuit basically went to town on him this past week.
Sure.
Which is basically like a doomsday clock for when Nintendo's going to hit the hammer on you.
Yep. Okay. Like AM2R went on for a long time before like Kotaku wrote about it or whatever. Then the clock was on.
No, it's a bit of a headache to work on. I think they've renamed the tool so it's not going to get as like attacked as much. But it still is in development. Supports up to 24 players. You just host a server and then people can join. You can play, I think there's like 8 playable characters on it. So you can be Mario, Luigi, Peach, Rosalina, Waluigi, Wario, Yoshi, and Toad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they all play slightly differently too. Like Waluigi has a midair jump. Peach
like
can
double
float. Jump? Well, like a midair jump, but he's still like, he does the normal triple jump, but then he gets an extra jump in midair.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's actually really cool because you can like do a bunch of really complicated maneuvers to get around. Like you can jump on top of the castle as Waluigi, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. Double jumps are the best ability in any game.
Double jumps are pretty good.
It's a bummer
they gave it to that shitty character.
Wow.
What's with the Waluigi hate? Why do you not like good? Why do you not like nice things?
Why do you not like good?
What do you mean? Oh, here we go. What?
I didn't say here we go. I was just saying.
No, I did.
You did. I was just saying, like, I just don't think Waluigi's a great character. He's just like a bad Wario.
I mean, he's a bad Luigi, literally. Waluigi.
He's literally his definition is bad Luigi.
I'm gonna say he's a bad Wario and a shitty Luigi.
Wow.
Luigi's awesome. Luigi's great. Luigi will stand up tall and then fall over like a plank.
I see where you stand on this. I see your bias.
What?
I see your Luigi-based bias.
Luigi's great. I think we can all agree. Yeah?
I don't love Luigi, no.
What do you have against Luigi?
I'm very
He's
clearly
the worst one in
this.
Mario 2, for one thing.
The worst one in Mario 2? I thought that was Mario.
I was gonna say Mario's the worst.
No,
one.
Mario's just kind of whatever. He's just boring.
Mario's just kind of there.
He's boring.
Why would you ever play as Mario?
Yeah, you'd play as the other 3. You straight up play as the other 3 in that game.
I hardly play as
Peach
Toad
is the best, right?
Yeah, of course.
Peach is the best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pretty sure I played 3D World as Peach, because why wouldn't you?
I don't know who I played as.
I played as Blue Toad because I knew that was going to happen for the TRG playthrough, but also he's insanely fast.
That just sounds like it makes it harder.
Not really.
Okay.
I actually made a lot of things easier.
Good point in the chat. Luigi is the best. He got his own year.
He got a whole year.
Got a whole year to himself.
He got his own year because Mario had every other year.
Yep. I'm just saying. Anyway,
he literally needed a consolation prize. That is what Year of Luigi was.
Mario 64 online. You can play how many people all at the same time? 20 something?
24.
Okay. Are people just like jumping on each other's heads, or can you actually get shit done?
Both.
Okay.
If your connection's good, like some people, if your connection's not good enough, you can't physically interact with them. But most people you can. Like, I think we've had the most stable we had was like 7 people.
Okay, but you can like jump into a painting and actually like get the star.
Yeah, and you'll see other people running around like with you, or they can go get other stars while you're focusing on different stars.
Huh.
Oh, the level just doesn't end as soon as one person gets a star?
Well, no, like they're basic. Imagine like you're running your own instance of Mario 64, and then like other people just are going alongside you basically,
okay.
And you get to share what they do. Like if we both went in a bomb battlefield, one of us got the chain chomp star, the other person wouldn't get kicked out until they found a star. So then they could go focus on a different star, and then
I see.
Wait, so if you're like battling a boss, can someone like come and join you, or like does everyone just get teleported to the boss?
Everyone gets their own instance of the boss, basically.
Oh, so you could be like halfway through the boss while someone is just starting it?
Yes.
Okay. This is actually kind of like how Destiny works, where they're not really playing with you, but they're kind of around. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
I can understand that comparison.
Sure.
Yeah. So can you set up a fire team of like 3 people?
If by fire you mean everyone's Mario and they're the color red, but they can't use fireballs because there's none in Mario 64?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, then yes.
That's exactly what I meant.
Yep. Yep.
No, yeah, it's kind of fun. Like, it's cool being able to like just speed through the game, and you can like mess with each other's cutscenes. Like, if someone beats the final boss and then everyone else goes outside, you can just jump around during the ending cutscene.
Well, one dude is stuck watching it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you beat the game?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, how long does it take to beat Super Mario 64?
Not that long anymore. We beat it twice in about 2 hours, I think, on Wednesday.
What?
Yeah.
All right. How many stars do you need to like get to the final boss?
70. Or if you know how to backwards long jump, a lot less.
Okay. I mean, I don't, but okay.
I think we were at 43 stars when I finished the game for the first time, and then I just came back and helped everyone get the 70, and then we all fought him at the same time.
Nice.
It was a bit of chaos though, because we decided to like whenever someone grabs Bowser, if there's anyone else in the room, they also suddenly have a Bowser in their hands, even if they're not like doing the grab.
It just like duplicates Bowser?
Yeah. So you can have like 20 Bowsers covering the screen, which makes it really hard to aim at the bombs.
Okay.
It looks really funny, but it's just like hell.
Yeah, that sounds great.
No, it was really fun. You should try it out, dude. If you like Mario 64 at all, it's actually kind of a laugh.
This makes me think of Just Cause 2 multiplayer.
Okay.
Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2, right?
Yeah, the one that just got modded in, yeah.
Yeah, there was like 1,000 people or whatever, or something crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Other than that, I played Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Is that out or is it just a beta?
It's out. It came out Tuesday.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. This I need to know about because I hear mixed things depending on who I'm talking to. So some people think it's great. Some people say it's the worst. So
you guys were both real excited when they announced it.
I like Marvel vs. Capcom, so I was really excited for it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a resounding eh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's very clearly rushed, which is a big bummer. It's like they didn't learn anything from Street Fighter V at all, or if they did, they learned very little. 80% of the roster is from Marvel 3.
Okay.
There's maybe 5 new characters. I actually have to think now. Who are the 5 new characters? Mega Man X.
Mm-hmm.
Jeddah from Darkstalkers. Those are all the new Capcom characters.
Oh man, no Asura? Was that
No.
Capcom?
No Asura, no God Hand Gene, nothing. Marvel has Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Ghost Rider was already in. I'm forgetting.
Does it have Captain America?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
It doesn't have any X-Men. There's no
Does
mutants.
it have Spider-Man?
Yep.
Captain Spider-Man?
What?
I'm just being dumb. Yeah, that's weird. No X-Men.
Well, it's because Marvel told them to not do it because the movie rights are still with Fox. So there's no.
How about Deadpool?
Nope.
I guess that might be X-Men. Okay. Actually, well,
no.
Deadpool... Fox still has those rights.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, Gamora, and I'm forgetting one other Marvel character. So I think there's like
Squirrel
5
Girl.
characters brand new. No.
That would have been cool.
They already announced the DLC characters as well. They've already got a season pass out. 6 characters for $40 Canadian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. All right.
It's who the hell are they? Black Panther, Monster Hunter, Black Widow.
Wow. How's that not in there? Okay.
Venom.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm forgetting 2 characters, and I think they're both Capcom.
Aunt May.
No Aunt May.
But like the Capcom version.
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon's already in there. Tenmar. Spencer from Bond Commando's back for some reason. There, like I said, like there's weird decisions with this game. The gameplay itself is solid. Like that was never going to come into question.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's what I hear. Yeah.
The worst that there is there's some unbalance, which is Marvel in a nutshell.
Sure.
You get to choose one of the 6 Infinity Stones to go along with your 2 characters. It's back to 2 characters, by the way. It's not 3v3 anymore. It's 2v2.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically have like a normal effect and like a super effect. Their normal effect can be like, oh, here's some like heat-seeking projectiles. Or there's one that literally steals health from the other player.
That sounds good.
Yeah, like a couple of them seem really broken, a couple of them don't. Like,
wait, which one would do that?
Soul.
Okay.
Yeah, Soul actually can revive your downed partner if you use the super of it, which is kind of crazy.
Is everyone just using Soul?
I actually don't know what they're using online right now. I've heard that there is like a hard preference on which gem to use right now, though, but I don't know which one it is.
Okay.
Because there's one that speeds you up and gives you an instant spot or like an instant dash, and lets your combos, like you can connect combos that you couldn't before. I think that's time. There's power, which just literally just makes you way stronger, and every hit stuns, which means you can get better combos and do more damage. Mind, I know the grab stuns them. I can't remember what the super does. One of them, I think it's space, locks the enemy into a tiny box and they can't move. So like they just can't escape any of your moves and stuff like that, but they can still block.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird. Like I think reality is the only one that seems kind of weak because each attack button just causes a different element attack in the background. It doesn't really seem to help. It seems the least important of the 6.
Blue Choco in the chat mentions the collector's edition. Did you guys see this?
No.
Oh yeah.
So for those who don't know, you get like a statue. I understand the statue is cool, but then you're supposed to get like a little box, like a chest of the Infinity gems, and the picture with their advertising, they were all like translucent and glowing and lighting up and stuff. Yeah. And they're literally just like Easter eggs, like just these matte, crappy little Easter egg.
That's great
things that you can't take them out of the box either. They're just stuck there.
Great.
Apparently they do light up, but yeah, it looks like shit.
They look so bad.
I
highly recommend.
It was super expensive too.
Yeah, go look up a picture of like the comparison of what they said it would be like to what it is, because like
I'll see if I can find it and put it on.
It is a bold-faced lie. I cannot believe they did that.
That's so fucking bad.
Yep.
Good
job, Capcom.
I did a quick search, and it looks like Soul Gem is in fact the current like preferred insane one, because there's one thing I forgot to tell you. It does revive your down teammates. It lets you steal life from the opponent.
It also gives you $20.
No, it also lets you control both characters at the same time.
Is that good? That sounds hard.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, like you can type in a super, and then one character starts doing a super, then you start doing a combo while the other person's doing a super.
Okay, that is cool.
There we go.
So I forgot about that
gems.
last ridiculous thing.
That thing was $200 apparently.
Great.
Yeah, it was really expensive.
Holy smokes.
So here's the thing, like the deluxe digital edition is 130 Canadian. That comes with the season pass and the game itself.
Wow. So okay, and I'm assuming the game is 70 or 80 Canadian.
80, I believe.
Okay, so $50 for a season pass. Jesus.
Oh, Sigma was one of the characters I forgot. Sigma's a DLC character, which is weird because he's one of the fucking villains. Yeah. I still do not remember who the last character is. I'm totally forgetting about. Maybe it's another Marvel character after all. But I thought it was 3 and 3. Either way, like I said, the gameplay is good. The story mode is fan fiction.
Oh, of course. I mean,
no, but I mean like to like the extreme of like, wow, this feels like someone who was still a teenager wrote this.
Okay.
Like the story starts 90 days into the convergence when the two worlds merge, and like everyone just kind of knows everyone, and they're already doing shit.
All right,
sure.
So they're like, all right, Captain Marvel and Chun-Li, you guys go fight here. Redfield and I are gonna go fight these guys over here. Oh man, we've been saved by Dante. Oh, thank God that you were here, Dante.
Are there like cool jokes though?
There are some, like, there's some well-written characters. Any of the sarcastic characters are pretty good. At one point, there's a group of 4 characters that gets together and like they go on a little adventure. It's actually kind of funny. It's Chris Redfield, Spider-Man.
I did hear that the Spider-Man and Frank West stuff is good.
Yeah, Frank West, Spider-Man, Chris Redfield, and Mike Hagar. They're running around a base, and it's actually pretty decent. Rocket Raccoon's the best part of the story because he literally does not give a shit.
It's not voiced by Bradley Cooper, is it?
No. None of them have their famous VAs. They're all like their game VAs. Actually, I think they're all the voice actors from 3.
Okay.
Yep.
I am honestly struggling to find this actual character that's being added. That's really weird. But no, like
Iron Man.
No, he was already in there.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So I was right. The first season pass is 4 Marvel and 2 Capcom. That's why.
So it sounds like you like playing it. You just don't like the characters.
Yeah, but that is a lot to it. Honestly, like imagine if you bought. You know what? This is easy. It's got Madden syndrome. You're basically
just another one.
Yeah, but like because you're getting almost all the characters.
Say, this year's Madden, everyone seems really into that story mode, so that metaphor might not quite work.
This might be the one year it doesn't.
Yeah,
but yeah, like you like most of the roster is the same. Only a couple new characters or like returning characters from like even older games. Like Thanos hasn't been playable in a while, and he's in it. There's not even like flavor text for when you beat like arcade mode or anything like that. It's just like generic congratulations screen. The roster feels small compared to all the other Marvel games.
Can you say there's like 80 characters? That's small?
I didn't say a number at all.
I thought you said 80.
No, there's I think there's actually 30.
Okay. What's like a usual number? What's a good number?
Marvel 3 had 60.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a bummer. You guys were super excited when this was announced.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other problem is like it also feels like they're really nickel and diming you for characters, like $40 for 6 characters.
God, that's so bad.
Off the top of your head, do you remember how much Mortal Kombat is for the new characters?
Ooh, that's a good question, actually.
Because I wonder if it's like the same, and we this is nothing new. I thought it was about $5 or $6 a new character for Mortal Kombat.
$5 per character for Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 10 is the same $5 per character. If you buy them separately, it doesn't say how much the group packs were. Oh, here we go. $30. $30 for 4 characters. So actually, 5. So maybe you have me here because I said, what did I say? 6 for 40.
Yeah, so it's pretty close. Are you looking at the same currency?
You're right, because this is US. I'm listing for Mortal Kombat, so it actually probably worked out to the same numbers.
Okay, so this is fighting fans should be used to this then.
I mean, it still doesn't mean it's good.
No, I'm just saying, like, you have to get angry at NetherRealms as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little on this. If people come over and want to play, or if want to play online, I'm down. But like, otherwise, I'm probably not gonna.
I'm seeing in the chat, Marvel 3 had 38 characters, 2 DLC, and 12 in Ultimate, so 50 total.
Yeah, okay. I just looked that one up as well, actually.
And 2 had 56.
Yeah.
So they just keep cutting characters like every sequel. What the hell, man?
Yep.
I don't know.
Where's my Soul Calibur 6?
This also makes me wonder if they're going to do the same thing they did with with 3, where like was it 8 months in they announced Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. I wonder if they're going to do anything like that, or did they learn their lesson on that one?
I don't know. How often do they do it for Street Fighter? Isn't it like every year or two?
Street Fighter is now in like a games as service style, where like every couple of months they announce like a new character pack or a new character period.
Mm-hmm.
But that also holds the same payment scheme of like, oh, you're paying like $40 to get 6 characters, but you also get like maybe a costume set or something. I think the season pass comes with a costume set for everyone as well, so at least there's that.
Have you been buying those?
No, not for this one.
All right.
Like I said, I'm gonna hold off. If I end up playing the game a ton, then I'll buy it. But if I'm not, it's not worth it.
Okay.
No.
Speaking of fighting games, I think the beta came and went last week for Dragon Ball Z. Did you guys play that?
No, didn't bother.
No, okay. Yeah, I didn't. I'm already like so into. I'm just gonna pick it up. I didn't really jump for the beta.
I just forgot to sign up. Completely.
God, it looks so good. Looks so good.
At least got to play it at PAX, so I know it's going to be good. But
yeah,
like they announced, was it Tien and Yamcha for the game? I think today.
No, it was a little while ago, and it wasn't today.
Oh, okay.
But maybe earlier this week or whatever. But yeah, they announced those two. Not Chaozu. But I guess
Chaozu's with Tien.
Yeah, it's like an assist dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like how Android 18 has 17 as an assist or something like that.
I thought 17 and 18 were separate characters. But
I don't know. They might be,
each
but
other as assist as well. I don't know.
At the demo, 18 had 17 as an assist. So
they also announced Android 21, brand new character. That was kind of some news.
Oh yeah, the story mode character apparently.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, other than that, I played a little bit of Mario & Rabbids to do some like of the challenge modes, and I've also been playing Metroid Samus Returns, which apparently all of us have been playing.
Oh hell yeah boy!
How far is everyone in the game?
I am done 100% completion. I am working on my second playthrough.
Damn.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think how many Metroids I found. The first one you have to find is 4, right? And then it
goes 4, 6, and then 10, or maybe 8.
I can't remember.
Maybe there's no 6 and maybe it's 8. I think you might be right. I think it goes 4, 8, 10, 10, 10.
Mm-hmm.
No. 4, 8. Okay, I think I'm finishing up finding the 8 one.
Okay.
I'm in what's called Area 3, which seems to be fucking gigantic.
Yeah.
And I've killed almost half the Metroids.
3, 4, and 5 feel pretty big. They're pretty big areas, yeah.
Yeah, when I got to Area 3 and covered like a giant portion and brought up the map and it said 4% done, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah. It's crazy.
God, that game handles good.
Yeah, it does, surprisingly.
I was going to say I didn't quite like the handling.
Really?
Really?
All right. Fair enough.
Samus falls really fast. Like, the jumping feels kind of weird. Now that I have, like, the super jump, that's a bit better. It's a bit nicer.
Yeah.
And then I feel like, just for whatever reason, it's like it's missing one extra button or something, like the 3DS. Like, I hate having to stand in target mode. I wish I just had a second analog stick. So it is crazy that, like, John, you can't use your second analog stick to like aim wherever you want.
But then, like, how would you fire? They'd have to remap the buttons basically for that.
Right trigger.
Yeah, which is currently like load missile.
Yeah, I also don't like that. Like, if I wanted to like aim and shoot a missile, I have to hold down 2 different buttons and the fire button and aim. Like, I have to use everything.
It just sounds like they're not used to it yet.
Yeah, the aiming feels really natural to me. So I think
I've gotten used to it. I just still think like it just feels like if this was on like a regular controller, it would just be so much better.
If it was on a regular controller, you would push the select button to select between the different missiles you need. Rather than just be able to.
If it was on a 2-stick controller, it would just be Shadow Complex.
Well, sure.
Shadow Complex is awesome.
I know. Not as good
I'm not saying that's not the case, but like that's basically like the control scheme you're describing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is for sure.
I'm totally for Shadow Complex 2.
Sure.
Even if it comes in the form of a Metroid game, that's totally fine. And Paul, you're saying Shadow Complex is not as good as Samus Returns?
Yes, I am 100% saying that this is a better game. because I finished Shadow Complex once and never felt compelled to ever play it again. I picked this up right away after playing 15-hour session of it.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good game.
Did any of you ever play the original game it's based on?
Yeah, yes. It's garbage.
Yes, thank God. Okay, yeah.
I haven't played it in a long time, so like they must have changed a ton because the Game Boy had 2 buttons.
There are bits and pieces that feel the same. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this area here, or like this is where you get that power up. But then like there's a lot that's different.
Yeah.
No, I think it's pretty good. Apparently, you guys all as well. So if you,
I should say,
if you like, if you like Metroidvanias at all, get it. It's real good.
They do a cool. This is just like a real minor thing, but I noticed. Yeah, anytime you're in the water or just any kind of like liquid, the music gets like muffled.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you noticed that? That was a cool little like.
There's a lot of nice little touches in the game.
Touch, yeah. And I will say, the 3DS is a tiny little screen. Yeah. I don't want to use the system anymore. Please stop making me use this tiny little system. I have a Switch.
Yeah, I will say the worst part about this game is that I feel like if it was on the Switch, it would have just looked amazing. And and that's like my biggest gripe.
But here's the thing though. This is a studio that like to Nintendo at least hasn't really proven itself. Well, now it has. So this was like their chance to do it. So there's no way they'd be like, all right, you're going to take one of our IPs that everyone's been clamoring for, like for a proper 2D sequel forever. Yeah. And we're going to put it on our flagship system right now. And if you fuck it up, then we're just dead.
Sure. Yeah.
So I can see why they picked the 3DS. Also the bigger install base right now.
I'm sure it's 100% the install base.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
But just still like going back to the 3DS, I can't. Before this, what was the last time I played the Fire Emblem game back in June? Like it's just like what is this clunky box?
You realize that's like 3 months ago. That's not that long ago.
But it's 3 months of me using like my Switch and like my good phone and my nice iPad, and now I have to go back to this like what might as well be a rock to make fire with.
What model of 3DS are you using?
Original OG.
Yeah.
Oh, like the tiny one? Okay, then
and
fair.
It even has like a bonus battery pack in it because the battery life is terrible. So it's this clunky. It might as well be when you had the Game Boy Color and you strapped a magnifying glass to it.
Yeah.
As well as like bonus speakers.
All right. I get your point now because I'm using the new 3DS XL.
Yeah, me too.
Way better.
Yeah. I do wish it was bigger though. I just want a higher fidelity of those graphics. Basically, that's all I want.
Well, I have a feeling like they're probably going to be asked to do another one.
Like next year, they'll just pull it up. Like I could see that.
Yeah,
like, I know it's reviewing well. I wonder if when we're going to find out like the sales numbers on it. That's what I'm actually curious about. We might have to wait till next month, but
yeah, I think so. I think it's a great game though. I really, really like the change in how you move around and shoot stuff. Like, I don't know. I think it works pretty. I think that's the divisive thing people talk about the most is the melee system for like parrying an attack and then like being able to get a critical hit essentially off of it and the free aim and all that stuff. I love that stuff because it makes me feel like I'm more in control of like how I do stuff in the environment in a way that Metroid never did before, where you would just kind of aim at 45-degree angles. So I love that change. Like that's one of my favorite things they've changed actually. The boss fights are amazing. Without getting into spoiler territory as to why.
I'm surprised at like how challenging they can be. Like I have died a lot in this game.
Dude, yeah. Some of those boss fights, like maybe from a game design's perspective, they're not great because they're kind of trial and error to find out what you need to do. But I love it. Like I think it's just so good. Yeah.
I heard there's some boss fight near the end that a lot of people complained about. I'm curious to see how that
I know which one it is, and yeah, it's kind of a doozy.
I don't know if I've done any bosses yet. Wait, there was one guy that kind of rolled around. Was that a boss?
Most of the bosses are in the last, I would say, half of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the Metroids are not bosses. And I think I fought like
one.
Well, actually, maybe.
I mean, I would call them at the very least mini bosses because you had to fight so many of them.
I mean, there are a few that you might consider bosses because they gradually increase in difficulty. Well, they don't increase in difficulty. They increase in how much hits they can take, which is annoying. They become more bullet spongy.
I definitely got one that looked a lot different. And it was acting like it was like crawling around and stuff.
There's different evolutions of them.
Yeah, they have there's 5 or 6 different evolutions of Metroids, and you're supposed to pretty much fight them all in Metroid 2. So
I'm glad they do change, because once you figure out, I jump 3 times and then I parry and then I unload 8 missiles and then I jump 3 times.
That changes.
So many hits. That's the one downside, and you take so few unless you have like a certain ability. Yeah. Paul, how many energy tanks are there in this game? Because I feel like I've had none. That's the one thing that's blowing my mind. Is I have so few.
Shit! I don't have my DS on me. I think there's like 7, maybe 8.
That's it.
There's not a lot, but like
maybe that's why. Because I feel like Metroid and Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion gave you like 20. They're 16.
Okay, what do you guys think of the Aeon abilities? Because there is like an overshield ability that they expect you to use a bunch. I think that's why there's probably not as many. Maybe.
Because I've been going through the whole game. I mean,
have that on at all times.
Oh, there's 10. I'm being told.
In case you need other Aeon abilities, basically.
Okay. Well, I mean, the only other ability I have is scan.
Yeah,
and
scan's
the third one I've had to use every now and then for like certain things. I don't have the 4th one yet.
Okay. What I like is by the end, like it's very much a Metroidvania type game where by the end you need all the abilities you've gotten throughout the game to like progress, and I really like that part. That's the part I like. Restarting has been kind of a drag because it's like, but I was such a powerful badass, and now I just got like my roll back, being able to go into a ball again. Like, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but yeah.
How are you guys feeling about? I feel like the emphasis on exploration is a bit much. Specifically when it's like, because they'll tell you basically where you kind of need to go if you're stuck and you've like completed some Metroids, you can go back to that little shrine thing and it'll be like, here's one of them. And which is great.
Oh, really? But I didn't actually notice that.
Yeah, like if you have like
return the orbs,
let's say you have 3 of the 4, DNA thingies, you can go back there and it'll put like the next one on your map, which is really good.
That is good.
Because I was actually kind of annoyed that at the beginning, and then I came across that and I was like, great, problem solved. But sometimes like the way to proceed, there's one way, and it's just like a random wall that you have to bomb. And you'll know it because of the scanning one.
Yeah.
But I feel like that just results in if you're stuck, you basically just have to kind of run everywhere and scan. You know what I mean?
I haven't fully felt like that, but I kind of get where you're coming from. There are a couple points where it's like there have been 2 or 3 points where I'm like, man, what the fuck am I supposed to do next? And then I'll accidentally I'll backtrack and I'll stumble across where I was supposed to have gone next or something like that. Like, it's not super obvious at times, but then again, like. That was also how that game was originally,
right?
But it was worse because you didn't have a map in the original Metroid 2, so it was just hell trying to figure out where to go.
Yeah, I mean, I get sticking to what that old game was, but I still think if you're modernizing it, like this whole complaint would be mute if the hidden things were just always like color coded, because you know how like when you find some like breakable walls, they'll just turn into those like gray and purple blocks or gray and red blocks, which is like, the red ones use missiles, the purples you use
bombs.
I kind of just wish that those were never like hidden until you find them at first, because then that's fine. You know what I mean? But maybe that's just me.
I'm 50-50 on that.
Right.
Certain ones I would totally be. I wish like if you uncovered them, they stayed uncovered.
Stuff that too. I still think I would want it the whole time, but I definitely agree they should just, once you've uncovered it once, do that.
I feel like they don't make it that simple because they want you to have to explore a bit and kind of figure things out. I've enjoyed being stumped basically and having to figure stuff out. Like that's been the rewarding part of this for me.
Yeah, I just feel like once it gets bigger, like you guys keep talking about, I'm just going to be getting like lost, and it's like I have absolutely no idea how to get there. I'm going to have to look it up. You know, as someone that wants to that doesn't want to bang their head against this for too long, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they expect you to use the scanner for that reason, though, right? Because it shows on the mini map where to go.
It is a bit of a crutch to lean on, though. Yeah, I'm with him on that.
But what I'm saying is, because I can see myself doing this, I'm going to hit a wall where it's going to be like, here's a dead end. You need something, and it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just every inch of this place, I'll go there and I'll hit A, and then hope there's something until I find, you know, the one hidden block I was supposed to missile.
That is a lot of Metroid games, but this one's been surprisingly generous in the fact that sometimes you can just straight up tell that there's something you can destroy, like either like there's a block that literally stands out,
well,
or you can see like a covered up area that you can just like free up somewhere.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying is I want them to like all stand out almost, like, because sometimes they'll stand up, sometimes it'll just look like a regular wall.
Again, that's Shadow Complex.
And then the other thing is they'll point out where the next Metroid is, but you don't know like when you need the new ability. You kind of just stumble across, oh, here's where a new suit was, I guess.
You actually just can't progress until you have that new ability.
Yeah, that's what I mean is sometimes I'll hit a spot and I won't know, like, am I just not figuring out the puzzle here, or am I actually missing something that I don't even know exists?
I think you're just describing a problem you have with all Metroidvanias, though, because that's just all of them are like that.
Yeah, kinda.
Well, I don't know, because I think back to like the last one I played heavily, and that would have been Ori, and I feel like it pointed
Ori was almost more of a platformer, though. Like the emphasis of that was platforming.
Like, yeah, there wasn't much backtracking in Ori unless you were just getting 100%.
That's a good feeling game. That game feels real good to play.
I still am not going back to that one.
It didn't have as much backtracking, but if you were trying to find like the secrets or, you know, each of the orbs or each of the like power-ups, then there was a lot of backtracking.
Yeah.
But it's still, every time you needed a new ability, like it was always pointing you in the right direction. Whereas this one is just basically saying like, here's the next, you know, mini boss.
Sure.
But we're not going to tell you if you're capable yet. Like, even if I could even stand for like if Samus like thought to herself, I don't think I have what I need yet. Then I would know, oh, I need to start looking around.
Now I feel like you're describing Metroid Fusion, because that's basically what happens in Metroid Fusion. You go into a room and it's like, hey, you need to go here to get the next thing. You're gonna need this ability. It's there somewhere.
But I think I just need a bit more of like pointing me of like, hey, what you're doing is not going to result in the success. You need to try something else, as opposed to just second guessing myself the whole time. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like this one actually hit like a pretty strong balance on like.
I kind of felt this one was a little too easy in that regard because you have a scanner.
Well, I mean, my like, is too cold.
The Aeon ability makes things way too easy, and also the map seems to so far tell you if there's an item there straight up. Like even Super Metroid didn't tell you 100% if all the items were there.
Sure.
All right. Well, different strokes. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this one's just hitting like just the right balance for me. It's not too frustrating, and it's not too easy.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm not feeling like I stuck, I definitely am enjoying the game. I'm liking it. So
thank God for the fast travel system they put in there too.
Oh, holy thank Christ. God for that.
Yeah, it's been so good.
Did the original one not have that?
No.
Oh, okay, that one must have been hot garbage.
I mean, it was the second game in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've played, and clearly we all played that. So what else has everyone else been playing?
All right, so Paul and I have one more game that we've both been playing.
Yeah.
SteamWorld Dig 2.
Yeah.
Came out yesterday. We've had it for a few days now. I'm playing it on the Switch.
I'm playing it on PC.
You played it like a ton more than I did. I was actually talking to you about like
I'm going for 100% completion. I'm at about 10 hours.
10 hours is about 100%?
No, I'm going for it still.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't picked it up in a couple days.
So there is a percentage. Wait, actually, is there a percentage completion on like when you start it up?
No, but there's like caves that you go into, which are kind of like mini dungeons, and those get like a check mark beside them if you 100% complete them. Anyways, I'll just say what SteamWorld Dig is the follow-up to a game that came out, I think, about 5 years ago now. Like SteamWorld Dig 1.
SteamWorld Dig 1's pretty old.
It's pretty old, yeah. The emphasis on it kind of feels like a weird Spelunky, like Terraria crossbreed or something.
I was like, this feels like Dig Dug.
Oh, 2013. Sure. August 7, 2013.
Okay, so 4 years. Okay.
Spelunky, cool. I think it's actually pretty Spelunky heavy now that I think about it.
It feels Spelunky-ish to me.
Obviously not run-based, but just kind of like what you're doing.
Yeah, so what you're doing,
dig dug elements.
What you're doing in the first one is you're playing a character where you're trying to get to the bottom of like the earth or something. So you're digging kind of tunnels and you're tunneling your way down to underneath this town through the mines or whatever to see like what's underneath the town and causing this shit that's going on. In this one, you are playing a character who's looking for the main character in the first one, because the character from the first one, it kind of ends off with a thing where it's like, is he dead? Is he alive? We don't know. Stay tuned, spoilers. Sort of thing. So in this one, you're looking for that character, and it's just probably like the best follow-up you could do to that game, because it takes a lot of the fun elements of that game, the addictive nature of it, where you're going into the mines, you're getting a bunch of minerals and gems, then you're coming back up to town, selling those gems for money and using the money to buy upgrades and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the upgrade system I really like, because there's some pretty useful stuff you get there.
Especially in this one. Way better.
I really like this game. I think it looks great. All the characters you meet are delightful. Like every character, like all the robots are super funny looking. All the weird humans, they're great too. There's that one old lady that just has TNT strapped to her all the time. And it's just constantly like lit. That's pretty funny. I hate how often you have to back travel up to the top. And I know it's real quick. You just find a teleporter. There's even a button to auto, like it knows you need to go to the top every time to sell stuff. It just sucks. It sucks doing that.
It's the grind. It's the stick, and the carrot is like the upgrades that you get for doing it.
Inventory management is never fun. I don't never want to deal with inventory management. So I feel like half my upgrades are just so I can play longer without having to do this needless errand, which is kind of a bummer. Like it goes against, like there's me wanting to play, and then the game is actively saying, no, hang on, we got to slow this down. Like it feels like artificial padding.
I mean, that's what happened in the first one. Like that's just kind of a carryover. That's the part that it feels like work in this game. The nice thing that they added in this game is that they have a set of perks that you can put like artifacts called cogs into, and those kind of like
to upgrade your stuff.
So those are like different loadouts. Essentially, you can change stuff around because you don't ever lose cogs, so you can move them around. So if you're like in a part where you're like, I just keep dying to this thing, maybe like I'm looking for a certain thing and I can never seem to find it because my lantern goes out all the time. Maybe I'll just like put a bunch of cogs into making it so my lantern is better. Or like maybe I'll put it in so I swing faster with my pickaxe and that sort of stuff. I really like that type of customization that you can change stuff around in.
But, what's great is you can, so it's like a skill tree basically, but you can easily like undo and then spec for a different way without any cost, which is really nice. Yeah,
super nice. That's one of the new things, I believe, because in the first one, I'm pretty sure you just bought upgrades for yourself in the way that you can in this one as well. But like there wasn't the like customizable features like that.
And I remember when we were getting the game, because we got it sent to us. You were like, I didn't really like the first one that much, but it seems you've changed for the second one. Is that right?
Yeah. So the first one wasn't bad. The movement upgrades in this game make this game far more playable in long stretches, and the first game, they had an emphasis on the procedural generation of the mine underneath, so it would be a little different all the time. This, they didn't, and they were able to make actual levels. Focused. Yeah, they were able to like make a focused level and like challenges and stuff like that, so it feels better just in the gameplays. Like there's caves down in the depths or whatever that you can find. You go in those caves and they're kind of like a challenge room. And at the end, you'll get like
those are really cool.
Yeah, that's basically what I love about this game, and the fact that like after a few hours, you're able to use, I think, a hook shot. Like you can get items that upgrade how you move.
Hook shot.
Yeah,
hook shot changes everything.
You get one more thing that changes everything, which I won't spoil for you, but
okay, good. Yeah, I was gonna say one of the challenge rooms I want to talk about, which is really good. First off, the movement's great, and you can wall jump. which is so delightful, especially because just coming from Metroid, where if I want to climb up a wall, I have to turn into a ball, and then I have to hold down L. I have to hope that I don't accidentally let go of L, because I've done that a few times now.
Sure.
And then I have to slowly spider crawl up this wall very slowly and hope there's not an enemy that I have to try and leave a bomb for and hope it walks on top of. This one, you can just wall jump up that wall, and it's awesome. And then you get the hook shot and you're just zipping around. Yeah. That feels great. Yeah. One of the challenge rooms is you have to like cause the level to start like collapsing beneath you while you're like outrunning it, and you're like climbing up a wall while the wall is crumbling. That one I died a bunch on, but it was just super fun after I completed it. Like I felt like I had just platformed my way through it. Like it feels great.
There's some cool stuff. There's a challenge room with conveyor belts where they force you to use your hook shot to like attach to the conveyor belts and time when you let go and when you hook onto another one and stuff. Like there's just really, that sounds cool. This is all stuff that the first one didn't have because they focused on, we want it to be random because that was the hotness back then. And I'm so glad that it's just like, no, we're actually going to make fun stuff instead this time. And I think it just makes all the difference.
That's true. I mean, that's an interesting trade-off because having the procedural generated, you can say like, it'll always be different. You can play it forever. Or the other mindset is just like, why don't we just like tightly design,
make it memorable once. Yeah.
Like these fun levels. So it's, I mean, I'm not going to say one way's better than the other because there's definitely an argument to be both, but it's just kind of
this is better.
Switch.
This is a better way for this game. It was just funner than the first one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I think anyway. Like I said, I didn't love the first one, but all the things that were good about the first one come back, like the charming characters, the art style's way better this time. Like they tightened up the look of it a little bit. Yeah, so it looks better.
I will say one thing about the art style is sometimes I can't tell if like an item or like something I can attack or jump on or whatever is in the background or not. There's been a few times where it's like, is that wall? Wait, can I jump on that wall, or is that in the background? And I have had to like double check a few times, which can be kind of a bummer. That's like it's minor. It's only happened a few times, but that's still kind of lame.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Co-op would be cool.
Co-op would be cool. I agree.
Is there co-op? Do you know?
I don't know.
It seems like it could handle it.
I don't actually know. Probably not. I would assume not.
I didn't see anything about that, but
I didn't either. I feel like that would have been a point they would have put on their like fact list or whatever. So
probably.
Yeah. But yeah.
But anyway, that's good. It's out on PS4 as well.
Yeah.
I think those are the only consoles, or the only platforms: PC, Switch, and PS4.
I believe Vita as well. Like a version.
Oh, really?
Well, it's probably just a cross-play, I would assume.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm liking it. So yeah, that came out yesterday, I believe, and it's pretty good. So
yeah, it's very good. I like it quite a bit. $20, I believe, on whatever store.
No, I didn't look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's $20.
You know what? And I bet it's more expensive on the Switch for some reason.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because isn't that just how things go?
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I recommend it. I could definitely see somebody waiting for a sale though. Like this feels like it would be a great $10 game, but $20, I think it's great as well.
Yeah. I've had a couple minor slowdowns on the Switch, but like really rarely. Doesn't happen too much.
Yeah.
But again, having it on the go on the Switch is fantastic.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
So good. So someone is saying it is $20 on the Switch.
Cool. There you go.
Oh, great. Maybe because it's not a retail game. I don't know. I just know LA Noire is $10 more on the Switch than it is elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know, got to make those Joy-Con modes or whatever. All right.
I guess so.
Let's talk about the news that happened. Let's see. I'm gonna run through my stuff. Then we'll go through this user submitted stuff.
Yeah.
This is kind of minor, but review bombing has become a big thing on Steam.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Steam implemented review histograms.
Yeah.
Which will basically, so it doesn't really stop the review bombing, but it shows the reviews it's got, whether they're positive or negative, over the time period the game's been out.
Yeah.
So you can kind of look at it and be like their example was Firewatch in this thread post I'm looking at
with the PewDiePie debacle. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see they got mostly good reviews. Like I'd say probably like 98% of this histogram is good reviews for over the past like year and a half or whatever. And then you see this small chunk of time, about, I don't know, half a month, a little over half a month.
Yep.
Where where the actual split happens is about 2 weeks or a week, where the negative just pops up crazy in comparison to the positive that it's getting.
Yeah.
And I guess this is just to help users be like, well, this clearly got bombed, so I'm not going to take that into consideration when I'm buying a game.
I'm totally for it. Giving the consumer more information, I'm always a huge fan of, because I like this sort of stuff too. I like seeing the histogram, not even like for review bombing. I like to see just charts and see how like a game did.
Stats thing.
Yeah. So I like that.
And what's kind of nice about it is it doesn't mute anyone, which I could see people being like, hey, it's free speech. If I want to say this game's garbage, let me say it.
Sure.
Even if the person's saying it's garbage because, they don't like Sean Vanneman.
They don't agree with the person. Yeah.
Yeah. Like nothing to do with the game. This way is still just like totally transparent. Just like, hey, look, here's all the reviews. Here's the timeline. Do with it what you want. So I guess it's kind of a good, like, good middle ground, I would say.
I like it. I really believe that the reason they developed this, though, was because of the review bombing Dota 2 took a few weeks ago, because it
wasn't just Dota 2, it was everything.
Every Valve thing, because Half-Life 3 wasn't coming out or whatever.
Yeah, they finally ended the story.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, those are all great reasons why review bombing is ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous, but yeah.
Yeah. I would like to say, though, I wish I had as much free time as these people do to review the game. I don't have time to do that even if I wanted to. I wish I had that time in my day. I could have played so much more Metroid.
Yeah. True.
He's right.
All right, Flog.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about Flog?
Yeah, this was actually submitted by Silver Knight in our Discord, so I am going to delete that submission record there.
Okay. For those who don't know, some hackers found an NES emulator on the Switch that plays NES Golf. And upon some more hacking, they determined that you can only access it one day a year on July, I think it's 11th.
Yep.
July 11th. And the way you access this game is by doing the Iwata hands forward with the two Joy-Cons from his head.
Yeah.
His Nintendo Direct motion. And the importance of the date is that's the day he passed away.
Yeah, when he passed away too soon, 55, at cancer. Unfortunately, you can't just like change your clock, because once the Switch has been connected to the internet, it kind of knows what the date is, and it knows if you're changing it, because time doesn't work like that. So it's smarter than you. So people tested this out with like brand new Switches that had not connected to the internet yet, and they changed the date, and they made NES Golf appear. I don't know if they've mentioned if it stays on your console or if it just stays for the day. But I guess the reason for this game specifically is when that game was coming out, he was the only programmer that could figure out how to get all 18 holes to fit on the chip for the cartridge.
Yeah. One of his amazing feats as a programmer.
So this is kind of something cool that he did. So this is just kind of like adorable that they did that.
I love it.
It's like a thank you, good luck charm for him.
Yeah, this is
really cool.
Super nice. Pretty cool to see. Theoretically, all Switches would have this. It's hard to tell. We have to wait. July 11th. We gotta wait. And I'm sure there's gonna be articles the next.
I'm hoping by then, like, also Virtual Console will be out, so they don't have to be like, why do you only have golf on here? Because like it's very clearly an emulator, so it looks like if it can handle golf, it can probably handle most other NES stuff.
Sure.
Right. Would you care if they then sold golf, or do you only want it through this way?
Oh, I feel
like that might be a little tacky if they did.
I feel the same. That's a little. But
I could see people being like, I want to play it all the time. Like, what if you could only play this for one day?
If it's gated by one day a year, then yeah, I'll agree with that. But like,
although I do think it's way more special if you can only play it for one day a year. Like it feels like Animal Crossing.
And honestly, if you want golf, like there's so many golf games. Like, come on, man. Let us have this one cool thing. Sure.
But I do think that's still pretty cool. Like just one day a year, hey, we're gonna do it. We're gonna play some golf because we can't any other day of the year because all my other Nintendo consoles aren't hooked up, and they also all broke.
Yeah, they're all dead. Everyone in the world is dead.
That's what we didn't know is actually on July 11th, all the other consoles they brick themselves for one day, so that golf on the Switch is your only.
And then fix themselves, obviously.
Then they fix themselves. Yeah.
I love that Nintendo can somehow orchestrate this, but they can't get online VoIP to work properly.
They can't get voice chat to work without the app closing after
but it would make sense to me because that's how Nintendo does shit. They can get this really cool idea working, but nothing else, no basic.
In fact, this is why they were so busy putting this together. We're like, we didn't have time to make the app good. Sorry, we had to keep this a surprise.
Exactly.
Anyway,
yeah.
Probably some of the best news of the week. I know John's going to be excited. Picross S was announced for the Switch.
Hell yeah. Next
300
week.
puzzles, 2-player mode, September 28th, $8 American.
That's great. That's awesome, actually.
That is great. Like, I remember when I got my Switch, it was like you were just kind of flipping it around saying, where's the Picross button? Why is there no Picross on this already?
Right.
That's great. What is 2-player mode? What would that even be? Have they done that before?
I couldn't tell based on the pictures. The only thing I could tell from it is that it looks like it's a competitive mode where you race to see who gets the most correct marks on the board.
Cool. Okay.
That's less interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, are you playing one board?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like competitive cooperative.
Okay, because I think cooperative would be good. If it was literally just like each of you get one and we're timing both of you and you finished first.
No, that'd be weak. That
would just be kind of lame.
Well, it looks like they're on the same board. It looked like there was a mini scoreboard in the top left under the timer. So it's player 1 had 17 and player 2 had 24, which means they got more correct pieces, I guess.
Okay.
And maybe if you just try to mark an incorrect piece, it gives you a point penalty or something like that.
That would be cool. The 2-player mode, because I was thinking, man, I still haven't even played any of the Picross E games. I got tons of Picross 3D 2 left that is still fantastic, and I should play some of that. But the 2-player mode, my girlfriend's into Picross. That I might just get it for that. So I hope that's good. But we'll find out in 6 days. That comes out next week. That was a great surprise.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's the Picross E, guys. It's Jupiter, so it's an official Nintendo one.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, even unofficial Picross I've always still enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I'm just stating hey, this is the guys who've done all the other ones. So,
a couple small things. The Witness is out on iOS now for $10, so that's cool. And that's actually a really great price for The Witness. And Ace Attorney 6 randomly came out one day this week, and that's on iOS as well now for I think $20 for the whole thing, which feels like the fastest turnaround they've had for one of those games being on a mobile port.
I think that's just because they're working on them all now. I think Apollo Justice recently came out on 3DS.
It was a few months ago.
Was it a few months ago? I thought it was literally 3 weeks ago.
Or you're saying on 3DS? Sorry, it came out a few months ago on iOS.
Yeah.
So that's great. I would love to see when they put one of these out that they release simultaneously on mobile as opposed to on.
I have a feeling Nintendo might not agree to that.
Nintendo might have some exclusivity contract, but like I said, this one seems like the fastest turnaround from one of the releases. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick that up as soon as I finish my other backlog of iOS games. Because I've been waiting for that to be on my phone.
Oh, that reminds me. There was a game I actually didn't have on my list that I played and beat because of what you played last week. I bought 10 million and beat it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, what do you think of 10 million?
It was really fun. I actually really liked it.
That's a real good game. Are you enough to play You Must Build a Boat?
Maybe, I don't know, but I think it was 2 hours to beat all of 10 million, so I was like, I'll wait a bit.
You Must Build a Boat is taking me way longer. I've put at least 5 hours into it, and I think based on the map, I'm only 2/3 done.
Yeah, the in-game clock when you beat the game said 2 hours 6 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, this one, because you're on a boat that travels, it tells you how long you were at each stop. So I put about 5 hours in. So You Must Build a Boat is better.
Okay.
So I would recommend that. But yeah, 10 million is cool. So it's a cool kind of game. Actually, sorry, this is actually probably the best news of the week. The Duke, Xbox's biggest
my god,
is coming back to stores.
Why?
Excited to get a brand new 2017 new car smell Duke controller.
It's so weird. What a weird. Yeah, I didn't mind this controller, by the way, but man, it's weird. This is a weird thing.
I get people like it, but the S is way better. The S is basically what all other controllers are now based on.
Maybe that's why we need the Duke back, because we have too many of these other controllers.
I mean, like, look here's an Xbox controller S. So this is what replaced the Duke.
Yeah.
Here's the Nintendo Switch controller. They're pretty much the same fucking controller.
Yep.
Except that one has black and white buttons.
Well, yeah, but instead, like, they got bumpers. That's what the bumpers became, where the black and white buttons, they turned into bumpers.
Who's doing this? Microsoft has confirmed it.
Hyperkin.
Hyperkin? Okay.
Yeah, so they're the guys who you would best know them for the Retrons. Like the Retron 3, the Retron 5.
Anyway, it was approved by Microsoft, so these are coming back, so you're going to be able to buy a brand new Duke controller. Has they said what it can work with?
I believe it's supposed to work for the Xbox One.
Good, because that makes it really funny, in my opinion. If it was just like how they like brought back GameCube controllers that worked with the Wii U.
Xbox One and Windows 10.
Nice.
All right, that's great. You can plug one into your PC. Paul, you're gonna get a Duke.
Man, I want one. I actually do.
Duke.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's funny. If they said prices, how much would you pay for a Duke?
See, this is the thing, is that it's not funny enough to spend like real money.
Would you spend $20 on a new Duke?
Sure, I'll do 20.
Okay, John.
$20?
$20 on a 2017 Duke. What if it said 2017 edition on it, like the day one edition?
Oh, then
Xbox
no.
One?
It has to be a replica.
Oh, you want it to be the exact same?
Yeah.
Because I mean, even the remade GameCube controllers, they were a little different. They didn't.
Yeah, I know.
They had a Smash on them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's actually going into the prototype or not. But like, there's a video of like a display screen where the giant Xbox logo is.
Does it? Oh, yeah.
In the article, there's like video of the Xbox boot up screen on that giant.
I don't know.
Xbox
I think that's
logo.
actually kind of cool. I will say though, vertical video sucks.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
But so Paul, you want it to be exactly the same as the old, nothing changed,
if possible. Yeah.
Even if it's a dank ass display screen inside your controller.
For $20, sure.
Probably.
No, I'm okay with that.
Definitely gonna get Doom running on.
Sure, for $20, yeah, that's fine. If that makes it like 80, then fuck no, fuck that thing.
All right, and I'm sure Minecraft will come to that controller at some point too.
Of course, it's on everything.
Okay, this was kind of a big one. Players Unknown Battlegrounds, everyone's favorite game. I think definitively everyone has decided this is the game that we will all worship.
Yeah,
when all games themselves, they have been pretty upset at Fortnite about their battle royale mode.
Sure, it's a direct copy. There's like very little difference. Exclusive
confirmed that Grand Theft Auto was the first battle royale.
Yeah,
so
the first the first battle royale was on Arma 2, which was literally called Battle Royale.
That's what I've seen people on Twitter saying is like, wait, why are they getting upset about people copying them? Didn't they copy Arma 2?
I technically no, because PlayerUnknown did that mod.
Oh, really? He's the original mod creator?
Yeah. So technically, no.
I didn't know that. So what about an H1Z1? Was that also him, or was that also a copy?
You know, I don't actually remember what the story with that was. I think they like
King of the Kill is King of the Kill was the big thing, and then it became this. Yeah.
So here's the thing: is that reading the actual thing they said the first standalone battle royale, in which case they are actually right.
Oh,
it is because the rest have been game modes on another form of game.
Okay, wait, isn't this another form, a game mode on Fortnite? Well,
technically, they forgot about the culling, but like so did the rest of the world. So, sorry, culling. I guess.
Okay. Wait, is that another 100-player thing?
No, that one was like 32, so it wasn't as impressive.
Count, then?
Yeah, it wasn't impressive.
Yeah. But wait, this Fortnite one, is this a standalone thing or is it a game mode? I thought it was
a game mode. Yeah.
So it is the same as Grand Theft Auto.
The Fortnite thing is, yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. But you just said that it was the first standalone. Or am I hearing this wrong?
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is the first standalone, and that's
sorry. I thought you were saying that Fortnite was saying to the first standalone ripoff.
No. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and the way they said it in their statement or whatever, is actually the first standalone.
Okay, all right.
So they're not technically wrong, but they are wrong because this has been done by other people many times.
Yeah, this is so weird. So, I mean, in this article, they're talking about how... Because Epic even, like, straight up in their press release said, hey, we love PUBG, so we did it. Like, they straight up, we're not trying to hide anything. They were just like, we're all big fans of it here, so we put it in our game.
It seems like that's what they're pissed off about, is that they were saying this is PUBG in our game, and I think they feel like they were kind of treading on them.
Too blatant about it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying stuff like, this was never discussed with us, and we don't feel that it's right.
And in a way, I kind of can see their point there, where it's like, this is the biggest thing right now. It's like if we called this show just like the co-optional podcast for an episode to try to get hits or something. It's just weird and gross. Whether or not it's legal, that remains to be seen. That being said, I think the Fortnite thing is completely forgettable and shitty as a game mode. So I don't think PUBG has to worry about losing anybody.
I don't think
PUBG
because
you streamed it today, didn't you?
It's garbage.
Or yesterday?
Yeah, today. And a little bit before, but it's bad. It's just not good. That game was not meant for that style of gameplay, and it shows. It's just not fun.
Yeah, I don't think they're worried about losing people. I mean, didn't it actually cross as the #1 game of forever last week?
Yeah,
like it beat Dota 2.
Yeah, it's got the most concurrent players out of any game on Steam right now.
Yeah, and it's paid, so that's a huge deal.
And it's the most viewed on Twitch. It beat out League of Legends like consistently.
Yeah.
Is it still? I wasn't sure if League had come back.
It ebbs and flows. Whenever League has like a Chinese tournament.
I guess I can check right now.
Yeah, there's always.
We are on Twitch at right this second.
On twitch.tv/topdown perspective.
Top game, PlayerUnknown Battleground, 92,000 people. League of Legends, 82,000.
Yep.
Damn, son.
Yep.
The next closest is Hearthstone at 39,000.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm sure this is not the first people that are gonna, rip them off. I mean,
it's not the first.
Well, welcome to game development.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. I mean, it seems kind of weird they're getting so upset about it. Like it's almost like, hey, how come they're making a racing game too? We made racing first.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, and then it gets weird because like, technically, they could just be like, well, you're using our fucking
their engine,
our engine. So
yeah, they were saying like, we've been close with them the whole time because of Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's weird.
So are they suing? Because that was one thing I saw floating around.
No, they said that they have their lawyers standing by.
Apparently the quote is contemplate further action.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't even get like how that would even be the case. Like, the next time someone puts out a Metroidvania game, Nintendo's going to sue them. Like, what?
Yep.
They should. Yeah. So
I hate the people that run the PUBG backend stuff, the suits or whatever, whoever does this shit. And the whole thing with like stream sniping is actually considered a bannable offense from their game, and you will just like forever be banned from their game if you do. I don't know. I don't agree with the business end that those people are doing at all. I don't think they get any of this shit, which is unfortunate because I don't think the PlayerUnknown dude himself has a problem. I think it's just the people that like run that account or whatever, if you know what I mean, like the company people, which is a shame for that guy because his name's all over the thing, but whatever.
I mean, he chose to call it that.
Yeah, no, you're totally right.
With that said, though, make sure you guys tune in next week to the PUBG Presents Top Down Perspective, as we are going to rebrand so that we get those sweet clicks.
I would be interested to see if like just changing our thing from what is it, like gaming talk shows to PUBG, what would happen?
PUBG?
Oh god.
What is this? Where's all the shooting? All right. All right, these next few were submitted in by Daniel. Thanks for that. Let's see what you got.
Yep.
More NES verses are coming. Versus arcade classics. Which ones were announced here?
Excite Bike, Urban Champion, and Wrecking Crew.
Hell yeah, Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, that's cool.
Urban Champion.
All right.
Excite Bike sucks. I don't like that game.
I don't think Excite Bike is good anymore.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's got 5 stages. Like, really.
Yeah. And you can make your own stages, right?
You can.
Yeah, but they didn't save, which was the dumb thing.
That is pretty dumb.
Yep.
Remember, these come out September 27th, so get excited for that.
Yeah.
I get my come out. Oh wow.
No, I think the first run of them. This article
Punch Out versus Balloon Fight versus Clue Clue Land versus Excite Bike versus Mario Bros versus Urban Champion versus Wrecking Crew.
All of them
do not have release dates. So sorry. All right, Arcade Classic Mario Bros will be released on 27th, and the others don't have dates.
Oh.
Weird. Actually, the punctuation on this makes it hard to tell which ones they're talking about. Oh, I see what you're saying. Only Mario Bros is the one coming out first. Okay, the punctuation is fine. Okay, now I get it. Well, there you go. I get my SNES Classic next week. I just remembered that.
I have to try to find one.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I know.
Good luck fighting someone. Some Tokyo Game Show news.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is this game?
That's going on, by the way. So
that is happening. I haven't heard a ton about it. I know Square Enix announced some mech RPG.
I mean, Zone of the Enders is coming back. That's cool.
Yeah, to VR of all things.
It's so weird, but I'm kind of into it.
Sega announced that the upcoming Yakuza studio developed Fist of the North Star game. Kuto ga Gotuko.
You want me to say it?
Go ahead. You saying something wrong with the way I said it?
No, it was perfectly fine. Not a problem.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Hokuto ga Gotuko.
There you go.
All right.
Easy.
That's coming to Japan on February 22nd.
Yep.
And the last one, this will probably be for John. Super Bomberman R is getting some new playable characters.
Hell yeah. I've actually been grinding out currency in the game to be ready for these.
Okay, who are these characters? One is a girl.
Yep, that's the main character from Rumble Roses.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Anubis and
Jehudi
from Zone of the Enders.
Yep. Reiko from Rumble Roses, 2 main mechs from Zone of the Enders, and there's a 3v3 mode they're adding, which I don't quite get because there's already team battle. Grand Prix mode, which will feature 3v3 battles. And in addition to this, a new rule called Crystal will be added. There's a little too vague about that right now.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, well, that's it for news.
Yeah. Oh, Monster Hunter World's coming out January 26th on PS4. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Looks great.
That's the trailer. Pokemon style one, right?
No. That one's out already. Monster Hunter Stories.
Oh, Stories. That's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Yep.
It's too much Monster Hunter.
There's not enough Monster Hunter.
All right. Emails, questions. People want to send those in. It's topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, Facebook group, Discord, John's P.O. Box.
That's it. Where are we?
I can take this first one.
Okay.
From Hebrew Lantern. I just started taking classes in game design after moving back home to Houston and was wondering if y'all have ever designed anything game related or had an idea for a video game I could steal from y'all.
Oh. Okay. Yes, but no, you can't steal it.
All right, don't say it then.
No, I'm not going to say it, but a friend of mine named Mark, I think John has met. I don't think, Sean, you ever have. He and I created a thing, and then he started working on a prototype. I don't know whatever happened to it because he kind of got busy with life. But yeah.
I mean, my panel throne controllers is built in RPG Maker, so it's like straight up built in a game engine.
I mean, it is a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what the program was. Maybe it was processing. I don't know. I made this was in one random class in university, and it was like it was like build. I took pictures of myself, and it was like build your own Sean, and you could pick what shirt I wore and what pants I was wearing.
That sounds cool.
If I had a hat on, and it was terrible.
It's up to me. You would always have a hat all the time.
There was people in the class who actually made games, and they just showed the rest of us up.
Yeah.
Follow-up question. I know John went to school for computer science, and Paul was in art school or something. But Sean, what did you go to school for? I went to school for art, specifically new media, hence like the processing. Thanks for reading, and I hope your week is adequate. All right, John, why don't you take this last one?
Sure. Next one comes to us from VGC Kenny, who writes in and says, if the next generation of Pokemon games had starters based on the hosts of top-down perspective, who would be which type?
I get fire. John?
Sean, I think you're water.
No, I'm not water.
Really? I was going to say I'm water, probably.
All right, John gets water, and Paul, you get grass.
I'm not grass.
Yeah.
Because I'm never like of the three, then, Paul. I'm never high, and I'm not grounded either. So,
but you're very similar to a Bulbasaur.
I am physically very similar to a Bulbasaur.
That's not so. I wasn't trying to say anything about that.
I'm actually probably closer to Squirtle, to be honest with you.
With like the Squirtle Squad Squirtle, right? Like with the coolest shades.
Yeah. And a hat and a cigarette, I guess. Although I don't really smoke, so that's no longer a thing.
I also don't think Squirtle from the Squirtle Squad smoked, so
he could.
I'm sure he could do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Nobody tells him what to do. Except for Ash. After that episode's over, then he tells him to do everything. I don't actually know. Do we have to just go with those three types, or could we like throw in all of the types?
Those are the starter types. So.
Yeah, those are the. Yeah. Well, wait, could you be Pikachu then?
Ooh.
Or like an electric type, if you say you don't want the other ones.
It's weird because I don't think electric. I would think more grass than electric for me personally. Electric doesn't seem to work at all for me.
All right. Fire's always the best. That's why I did it.
Fire's pretty good. The reason why I think I'm more fire is because I'm actually angry all the time. And I don't think you're ever angry.
I was say by that description, then I should be fire.
We're all angry people, so you know what? We're all fire. Who fucking cares? This question's dumb.
All three fire type Pokemon games.
Hey, Fraligator's cool. It was a water type.
I don't remember. I'm not a Pokemon master, so I don't know. Yeah. I don't know these names.
An alligator.
I know the original 151 pretty well. It gets pretty hazy after that. Like, I experimented with Pokemon in college a little bit, but after that, I don't know, man.
Shit was too hard.
That owl, that archer owl in the new game, he's all right. So, you know, there's some cool grass ones.
I don't actually know.
Trico, he's a badass.
Wasn't there?
Although Blaziken is way cooler.
Blaziken is ridiculous, but yes, much cooler. Wasn't there like keys?
Yeah, a key one. Yeah, Clef Key or something like that. They've run out of a lot of ideas.
Yeah,
there's a garbage one.
Yeah, there is. I heard about that one.
All right, Paul, where can people send in questions for next week?
TDP Podcast on Twitter, maybe preferably topdownperspective@gmail.com. John's P.O. Box, Facebook. I'm going to be honest, you're not going to get it read if it's on Facebook for like weeks because we barely check that. Messages.
I check it. I get notifications.
Oh, okay. I don't get notifications on anything on Facebook, so
okay.
Yeah, I won't be able to find that. And the Discord group, which I actually check very frequently.
Yes. What's your guys' games of the week?
Metroid.
Yeah, Metroid.
I'm going to say SteamWorld Dig 2.
I was going to say, sorry,
didn't want to have agreement. Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, they're both close. It's probably because I've been playing SteamWorld more recently.
Fair enough.
It's also on my Switch. Just
there
saying. You go. This is where I draw the line. No more 3DS games are ever the game.
Dude, they're still coming out to like January.
I don't think I'm getting any of them. I don't think I'm interested in like any of them.
What are they?
Are you not on review for any of them?
I mean, I have to request what I want to review, so I just won't request. I'll just be like, oh, that's coming to 3DS. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, sorry. Anyway, that's the show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back next week with more.
With more TDP.
More. Just more.
TDPUBG.
Way more PUBG.
PUBG.
Please watch
so
the
much
Twitch
PUBG.
show.
So much PUBG.
Like and subscribe if you like PUBG.